And the players get themselves into game mode with the tip-off just moments away. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Atlanta Hawks. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And a look. Now, with the San Antonio Spurs upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll tip it off. A road trip beginning in Oklahoma City, where they'll take on the Thunder. And then on Friday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Brooklyn Nets.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
So with Parker on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. We've got D. Evan Mobley is out there with A-Train. Then it's Austin Reed. And it's Murray in at the point guard. And for San Antonio, here's Durant. The shot goes in. First shot, first best. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Buries the long-range jumper.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Pass to Ford. 6 on the shot clock. A nice shot by Mobley.
Sometimes basketball is a simple game. Get that ball to Evan Mobley inside, and good things will happen.
And so it's San Antonio with it. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, I was able to talk with San Antonio's head coach. So for much of the brief time I had with him, he was talking about Evan Mobley. He said this kid is not a kid. This is a mature big man who affects all aspects of the game at both ends. But in particular, he's worried about Mobley's defensive presence and his ability to guard every position on the floor. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Spurs passing it around. Outside Durant. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Reeves outside. Pass to you. Releases. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And San Antonio has possession. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
Murray sets a screen for Reeves. Pass to you. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And now the first timeout called here for the Spurs. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
And let's look now at the group of young players that have been locked in from the charity stripe. Your leading rookie free throw shooters of the past month. You take a look at the A-Train, second in the NBA. So great from the line.
He has been locked in at the line, taking complete advantage whenever he's got an opportunity to put points on the board.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. KD's shot is off. The Hawks trailing. Pass to you. Lets the three fly. The rebound by the Spurs. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
An interconference matchup. Last season, they went 2-0 against this club.
The Spurs shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
Number 1, shooting 2.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Both good from the line that time.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
You with it. Last time 45 points for him. Pass to Ford. Hits the three-point bomb. Ford's got 6 points.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
KD looking around. Here he goes. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Embiid. Drains the 19-footer.
And Embiid practices these shots all the time, which is why he's so good from this area.
Out to the wing. And he jams it with authority.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The wide open look for Durant. No good from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Right block shot, and Durant sends it back.
Huge block as the length of KD paying off there.
To the paint. Here's Embiid. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Second shot opportunity, and a little luck that time, but it drops.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great, scoring is coming in bunches, and both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Here's the three. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. first shot coming late. Good work there as it goes. Here's Murray. Still scoreless. When it comes to players who like having fun, great Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
And the Hawks making a change here. Martin's checked in. Pass to Durant. Puts up a deep three. Atlanta with the rebound. Floats one. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. In this early bit of the season, Greg, how important are team goals?
Well, Kevin, you have to be working towards something, whether it's a specific rank or a record. Early goals help you define your team for the season ahead.
A big fellow with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
And it's Durant missing. Atlanta's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Pass to Martin. A three. And he's good on the 3-ball. 9 points for D.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Some numbers for Durant. Some last season stats for him. He averaged about 12 points per game last year, 3 rebounds and 2 assists. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
Well, he attracts serious attention from the defense, and that really does open up the backside for a lot of his teammates to take full advantage.
Rebound by the Hawks. A-Train's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Reeves. Lays it up off the glass. And it's a 3-point Hawks lead.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mobley. And let's take a second to recognize the rookies who have been doing a terrific job distributing the basketball this past month. You take a look at the A-Train, top 5 in the NBA, and his teammates love him.
And he's been setting the table beautifully. I mean, that'll keep his veteran teammates really happy.
There's a screen. Shot clock at 3. Hands it from downtown. He has 5.
Nice to see Butler drain the 3-ball. This really opens up the rest of his game.
Reeves with the screen on Katie. You with the bucket.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
The Hawks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Powell against Reeves. Clinging the screen for Powell. over Reeves. The shot by Powell, no good.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Pass to Ford. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. 6 to shoot. Mobley misses.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players react. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it. He made a great decision there to push the basketball up. Excellent teamwork.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Hawks lead by 1. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Hawks.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
Williamson with the bounce pass. Here's Ford. It's good from long range. Ford's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Hawks.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
So with Parker on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Zion Williamson is out there with deep. Then there's A-Train. Then it's Martin. And it's Reeves in at the shooting guard.
Well, Zion is no stranger to guys being around him. He's used to going through them, and he does it there.
Powell finds Caruso. Embiid with a screen on Martin. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Oh, Embiid with the throwdown.
Hard to imagine a much better target on the alley-oop than Embiid. Get the lob anywhere in his vicinity, and you might wind up on a highlight reel.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And stolen by Caruso.
Awesome defense, just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Here's Williamson. San Antonio with the rebound. Here's Powell, and he hits it to tie the game up.
Norman Powell is big and strong and stocky, so he gets in that gap. He's like a bowling ball. He can take a hit.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Outside, Martin. There's Williamson with the 3. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Powell, no one around him. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Yeah, Norman Powell just has that little burst that gives him the room enough to get a shot off like that.
Outside, Martin. Floats it up for Williamson. Inside. It's deflected. And the rebound goes to Martin.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And it's Williamson missing.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Stolen by Reeves. Will it go? Rips down the breakaway slam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Back to Caruso. 5 to shoot. Embiid with a screen on Martin. Caruso. San Antonio again missing. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. Pass to you. Good ball movement here by the Hawks. Now here is Ford. Guarded by Embiid. Embiid against Ford. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. Caruso, the pass to Embiid. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
And the first one at the line is good. And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Turner comes in for Williamson. And it's Jamal Murray in for Martin. And he makes the first but misses the second.
I really don't think there's a more impactful player in the league. Even on nights when his stats don't show it, Embiid changes everything when he's on the floor.
Turner with the screen. Here's Ford. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Ford's got 18 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. The Hawks second.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Pass to Turner. Fires from deep. And the 3-ball is good. Turner's got his first 3 points of the game.
And the uniqueness of Turner, an elite shot blocker who has deep range on that jumper.
Spurs trail by 4. In the corner, Powell with it. From downtown, Butler loves the three-point look.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
To the inside, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Powell with it, picked up by Turner. Powell kicks to KD. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
For a spindly guy, Durant has such great body control. Hard not to foul him when he carves his way in that deep.
The Spurs have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Klingen, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Parker's checked in. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
And one of the things you got to admire about Kevin Durant is his ability just to continue to focus on playing basketball. This guy is a true hooper.
Parker with a clean look. Another 3 for Atlanta. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
They set the pick. A 3-ball. You with the rebound. A-Train's got 7 rebounds in the game. Reeves outside. A-Train, the pass to Reeves. To the middle. Here's Parker, and the dunk by Parker.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And so Powell will bring it up for the Spurs. Trailing by 4. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Well, when a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Now here's Murray. He's guarded closely. Pass to Turner. It's tipped. Outside, KD. Spurs working the ball around now. This one for 3. Durant nails the long-range 3.
And just when you think he might have drifted too far out, Durant, with his legendary touch, proves you wrong.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
All right, a chance to take a look at some stats for Murray. How he did last season. Averaged 8 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And to be honest, not quite the numbers you've come to expect from a player of his caliber.
It's been a bit of a roller coaster, an up and down stretch for him right now, but don't worry, team. He'll be back out there and feasting in no time.
And it's Parker in the corner. And the dunk by Parker.
Well, that's just sweet passing there for Murray, keeping his eyes open and finding the open man.
.131 left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Powell. Right side Durant. Clinging with it. Turner covering. 5 on the clock. A nice shot by Clinging.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Here's Reeves into the lane. And he makes good on the layup. Reeves has got 6.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Pass to Powell. Now here's Durant. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. KD's got 7 now in this quarter.
This is how quick off the draw Durant is. Great timing.
You with it. A shot. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Man, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Mobley, he's checked in for Miles Turner. And that one misses. Spurs trail by 3. Fires for 3. Mobley with the rebound. Pass to Murray. Out left to the wing. Now you. And here's Reeves outside. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Bucks ahead, leading by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. With Quinn Snyder, Coach, great offense in the first half. What made it possible?
I think we're executing pretty well. Moving them around a little bit with some fakes, and guys are just playing aggressive as much as anything. If we get a few more stops.
It's been good so far, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hey folks, welcome. The Atlanta Hawks find themselves here in a close one at the half.
It's a coach's dream to see the ball whip around the floor like this. They're playing some selfless basketball. It's been a thing of beauty.
Stacking the dimes and buying buckets. Now let's go ahead and recognize the player of... Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing tremendous gameplay from D.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
The Hawks leading by 3. Down low. He's looking for Mobley and finds him.
And with size and a terrific skill set, Mobley gives defenders nightmares.
First trip to the line for him here.
At the line for the Hawks, Evan Mobley. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He throw good, Mobley.
And to me, Evan Mobley seems like a fast learner. He adapted to the league play pretty seamlessly and is always looking for little ways to improve.
Second free throw, no good. And Embiid has got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. 4-point game. So with Parker on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Austin Reeves out there with Jamal Murray. Then it's D. Then there's A-Train. And it's Mobley in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Mobley a screen. Ford buries it from 3-point range. Ford's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Butler hammering it home.
A little show of power from Jimmy Butler up there on the rim.
Atlanta leading by 5. Jimmy Butler just seems to raise his game come playoff time, Brent. It is a thing of beauty.
It's pretty awesome to see that kind of confidence where a guy just lays in the weeds for a little while, and then in the biggest moments comes in and stands out. So that's not always just about Jimmy Butler. It's about his team having that kind of confidence in how he performs in the biggest moments.
San Antonio's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Murray kicks to Ford. There's the pick from the arc. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Yeah, once again, he's getting it rolling. His confidence is building, makes that shot almost impossible to stop.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Shoots it. Cans the shot with nobody near him. 5 points in the game. The Hawks leading by 6. There's the 3. San Antonio with the rebound. He's covered by Murray. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Embiid. Mobley with the rebound. Atlanta's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Bucket is good.
And you can see the strength right there. Mobley knows he can score through the contact.
And here is Durant. 16 points for him. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Nice game. Great performance by D.
The defense has to take the ball out of his hands. He's just knocking down every three-pointer he takes right now.
It's time for Dance Game. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your move. You're on beat. You're on the big screen. Shake it.
And a chance here to go to our rookie leaderboard and give a nod to the best long-range bombers of the past month. You take a look at the A-Train, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
You know, coming into the NBA, you knew he could stroke it from long range. And over the past month, he's shown us exactly that.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Embiid in the corner. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Mobley.
And we know how good Embiid is at drawing fouls, especially in the painted area. He welcomes the contact.
First one falls for him.
Better than most centers from the line. Embiid exceptional with his hands.
Alex Caruso, he's checked in for the Spurs. And then for Atlanta, Williamson comes in for A-Train, and it's Vassell in for Austin Reeves. And Embiid drops them both. The Hawks leading by 6. Now here's Murray. No scoring in this one. And it's Williamson missing. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways. I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
Mobley dishes to 4. Rebound, San Antonio. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Durant over Williamson. It counts, and the foul. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
And he has gotten stronger. Durant's been able to do this with more regularity. Powers through for the bucket. Gets a chance to tack on another point at the free throw line.
And the Spurs making a change here. Jackson's checked in. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Martin's checked in. And KD, no good on that one. And so it's Mobley with it. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. They lead by 1. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. The Spurs have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Outside Jackson. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. KD on the wing. There's the triple from Durant.
You would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Here is 4. Mobley, a screen on Durant to the paint. Embiid with the steal. Caruso looking for an opening. Here's Jackson. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Atlanta's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Martin with the bucket.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Caruso against Martin. Caruso, the pass to Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. Yep, that one goes in there.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength. Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Atlanta making a switch here. Parker's checked in. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Screen by Parker. Here's Mobley. The layup missed. For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Caruso, bounce pass. Pass to Powell. Clock at 6 for the lead. Good on the three-point shot. Powell's got 7.
Norman Powell really knocking it down here and hurting this team from distance.
Here's Vassell. Hasn't made one yet. And it's good off the back rim and in. Vassell's got it all tied up now for the Hawks. Greg, you know this. Getting that second contract is a major goal for young players in the NBA, like Devin Vassell.
And Devin did, signing a huge 5-year extension in 23. And he ended up having his finest year after inking that deal. Vassell has a very bright future.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls.
Now Norman Powell settling in and understanding more and more of who he is at the professional level. He's a scorer and he can shoot the three at a high clip.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
Here's Williamson, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Let's take a look at some of the leaders of the NBA. These point guards have been shooting lights out during the last month. You look at Martin, you know what you're going to get from him day in and day out.
Some remarkable shooters in that group. I mean, you know that when you're seeing those types of numbers at the point guard position, you're talking about some very intelligent and patient players.
Well, it's about taking smart shots and playing with great control. And that smart shot selection coupled with tremendous pure shooting, that's got them on the top of the list.
And when he's healthy, Zion is a force, an athletic freak who makes an impact on both ends.
And both free throws good for Williamson.
And Zion, he's just got to do whatever it takes to stay healthy, because when this guy is on the floor, he's a difference maker.
Here's Klingon. Mobley with the block. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Mobley's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Caruso with the ball. Pass to Klingon. Back to Caruso. Driving the lane. Good D by Parker. Atlanta leading by 3. And here is Mobley. Now Williamson. From 6 away. Doesn't go that time.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Klingon the screen for Powell. Drills it from outside. Powell's got 11 points.
Excellent work from Powell in the pick and roll action.
1:03 left in the third quarter. And Parker gets it to go. The assist by Williamson. 9 points for Parker. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing by 2. Powell It's good. Powell's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Norman Powell has a lot of strength, and that time he played to it.
Parker outside. Loads it up there for Mobley. In transition, here come the Spurs. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Well, take it up strong, big fella.
So it's the Hawks now. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Mobley kicks to Parker. Jackson against Williamson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, the defense coming at Zion shot hard right there, but he's smart and he plays into it, getting the personal.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. 16 seconds left to play in the third. Now Powell, 13 points in the game. Jackson a screen on Vassell. Powell for 3. No good that time. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the San Antonio Spurs. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. Right back after this break. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. San Antonio leading. Mobley with the block.
Mobley is one of the best defenders in the NBA. When he's not blocking shots, he's altering them.
So with Parker on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Williamson out there with A-Train. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then it's Evan Mobley. And it's Murray in at the point. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Shot clock at 6. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
Toughest thing to cover in the game, and Jamal Murray making it difficult on that play in the pick and roll.
Pass to Powell. Embiid with it. Fires away from way outside. Rebound, Atlanta. Reeves has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Wide open look here for Murray. Another 3 for Atlanta.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th.
There are troublemakers out on the court, and Jimmy Butler is one of them, and I mean that as a compliment.
D, he's checked in for Williamson.
Jimmy Butler, shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
Butler gives you so much toughness and determination. This guy can really impact what the culture of your team is all about.
The Spurs making a switch here. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Always one of the hardest workers on his team. Jimmy Butler knows how to win.
Reeves outside. Back to Murray. Pass to Ford. Mobley is screened. And again, it's Atlanta.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Durant, no good. The Hawks leading by 5. Pass to you. Stolen by Durant. And they're on the break. And it's blocked. Here's Reeves. Now Ford. Reeves outside. You gets it to go from beyond the arc. And now it's an 8-point Atlanta lead.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
San Antonio's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Timeout, Spurs. Nice game. Great performance by D.
Well, they got to be using this timeout to think about a personnel change or a game plan change to try to slow him down.
Let's give it up for your Spurs Ice Squad.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear the Spurs head coach go over the game plan during the timeout. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. When the three goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Thank you, David. On defense, Atlanta. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Out to the right wing. Jacks up a three. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got his third assist on the night. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Reeves. Lets it go. Shot by you, no good.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Here's Atlanta now. They're on a 16-4 run. Three-pointer. Doesn't go for him.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Durant.
Yeah, pull out your dictionary, look up the term pure scorer. You might see a picture of one Kevin Durant.
Hawks have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. A-Train, the pass to Reeves. Atlanta again missing. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Spurs. Oh, good with the triple. Atlanta leading by 9. Ford passes to Reeves. Here's Ford. Launches a 3. Good on the triple. Ford's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Hawks.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
KD dishes to Embiid. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Shot clock at 5. Puts it up from 17, and it's good for 2.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Pass to Murray. Now, here is 4. Misses the 3. And here is Durant. So efficient in there.
One of those nights that Kevin Durant is just massive for his team. For my money, this guy is the best scoring forward of all time.
Now, here is 4. Pass to you. Good, and a nice assist from Ford. Ford's got his 5th assist in this one. Timeout, Spurs.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Spurs trail by 10. Pass to Embiid. Now here's Durant. Inside. Trim rocker, Joel Embiid.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk.
Atlanta leading by 8. Reeves outside. Fires the 3. You with the bucket. A-Train's got 24 points.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Embiid is at the elbow. Pulls it from the elbow. You with the rebound. The Hawks shooting has been just outrageous, 64% from the field to this point. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Murray finds Reeves. Murray outside. Shoots over KD. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Well, you give up any kind of space like that to Jamal Murray, even from the mid-range, he'll torch you.
Embiid with it. 59 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Lets it go from deep. Comes up empty, and he's now 5 for 8. Atlanta with the ball.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Hawks.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for D.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Atlanta. It's a 10-point game. Now you lets it go with a 3. And that one is off.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
So the Hawks take the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And now we present the player of the game, D.